A silence so heavy it felt as though the nation itself had stopped breathing. In this fictional scenario, Michael Sandlana, the revered leader of the IPHC Church, was found lifeless in the early hours of the day. The news spread like wildfire, leaving shock, disbelief, and overwhelming sorrow in its wake. From townships to cities, from rural villages to crowded streets, people paused in their daily routines. Phones stopped ringing for a moment. Conversations faded into whispers. Hearts sank. It was as if the country had lost not just a man, but a spiritual pillar, a father, a shepherd who had guided many through storms of life with unwavering faith. Church members arriving for early morning prayers were the first to sense that something was terribly wrong. The atmosphere was different. The air felt heavy, almost sacred in its sadness. When the tragic discovery was made, tears broke out instantly. Grown men fell to their knees. Women cried uncontrollably. Some stood frozen, unable to accept what their eyes were telling them. How can this be? Not our Father, not our leader. Lord, please tell us this is not real. Was more than a church leader. He was a symbol of hope to the hopeless, a voice to the voiceless, and a source of strength to the broken. His sermons were said to ignite faith even in the darkest of moments. His prayers brought comfort to families drowning in grief. His presence alone made people believe that God was near. As news spread, congregants flooded the IPHC Church premises. Some arrived barefoot, others in tears, many carrying Bibles pressed tightly against their chests as if holding on to the last piece of comfort they had. The church grounds became a sea of mourning. Soft hymns filled the air, trembling voices sang through tears, and candles were lit one by one, creating a glow that symbolized both sorrow and hope. We have lost our spiritual father. A giant has fallen. He walked with God, and now he rests with God. South Africa is in tears today. In homes across the nation, families gathered around radios and phones, listening in disbelief. Mothers wiped tears as they remembered his words of encouragement. Youth who had once been lost to drugs, crime, and despair remembered how his teachings changed their lives. Elderly members whispered prayers of gratitude for having lived to witness his ministry. Church leaders from different denominations, community figures, and even political voices in this story sent messages of condolence. They described him as a bridge builder, a man who believed in unity and a leader who preached love above division. He belonged not just to IPHC, they said. He belonged to South Africa. It lost a source of guidance. It lost a voice that spoke courage when fear dominated. It lost a man who reminded people that faith could move mountains. As the sun rose higher that morning, it revealed faces marked by grief. Black and white clothing symbolized mourning and purity. Hands were lifted in prayer, asking God for strength to accept the unthinkable. Some cried loudly. Others mourned in silence. But all shared the same pain. Children asked their parents, "Is Papa Sandlana really gone?" And parents struggled to answer, fighting back tears. In this imagined tragedy, South Africa stood united in sorrow. There were no political lines, no church divisions, no social classes. Only grief. Only remembrance. Only love for a man whose life had shaped so many. Yet even in sorrow, hope whispered through the tears. People spoke of his legacy.